Hello everyone and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight, where I'm coming to you from Cannes, France during the Cannes Yachting Festival. And I'm going to take you on a full, thorough walkthrough of this 2021 Van der Valk 27-meter Superyacht. This boat is listed also for sale on YachtWay, and it is designed by a named designer named Guido Groot. And he has also designed boats like these. Come with me and let's take a look. We're starting a walkthrough all the way from the bow now, and we were talking about bow. Maybe let's go even higher. Well, first of all, you have obviously a wind flag all the way at the top, a nice teak gunnels all around, and this boat, being a Dutch-built boat, aluminum is something that they are all very known with. This is a full aluminum boat. Obviously, you have a bell here for your anchor bell. You have your winch system, 2 winches. Obviously, you have 2 anchors, one on either side, port and starboard, and access to your winch systems as well. And of course, proper cleats over here to keep your lines, which we're using over here, being in the meds, oftentimes done with a med mooring. You have 2 benches, so you can face forward as you're lounging and cruising around on this boat, which matter of fact goes up to 27 knots. So you can get up to speed and get to your destinations very fast. As we walk up, you have these very nice steps, which lead you to a proper sunbed, which you may have seen right at the beginning of the video. Nice 6 feet long, well, almost 6 feet long sunbeds. And obviously you have a very nice view to your Flybridge now, and also to the cockpit for the captain to navigate the boat from. With a boat this size, you obviously want to make sure to hide the fenders as much as possible, which is why you have this fender storage, which you can fold off and store it up, so it's out of the way when you don't need it. And when you want, you can just put it down and you can rest your fenders inside. Easy access for next time when you need them. So from the bow now, we're going to walk towards the aft deck, where you have a nice lounge area. But as we walk over there, something that is incredible, well, once you get to this size of boat, obviously size is something that you will have abundant amount of space. But look at these gunwales. I mean, they come all the way above my belt line, making it a super safe place for everybody to be on board. You also have these nice vents over here, and you see even this little bit of a custom paintwork they have over here. And they have painted this boat in with a very special paint itself. And we put a shot on the screen over here what paint it is. Now, as we keep walking, you have this nice awning which stretches out, so even if you do get maybe a little bit of a rain, it protects you from it. You have nice spotlights all the way at the top, and you also have cameras on both sides, so your captain or your crew can see from the helm station the walkway over here, and also helps them while they're docking the boat itself. Now, one thing about being a Dutch builder, Dutch like to be very detailed with the boats that they're building, and you can even see that with the drain hole over here, with a very nice laser cut Van der Valk logo in the drain hole. This is something that oftentimes boat manufacturers put this basic generic grill over the hole, but for Van der Valk, they wanted to make sure that their boats stand apart. 27-meter boat is something that you get a nice workout out as you walk around the boat. But now that we have arrived at the aft deck, you have an enormous seating area over here where you can easily sit 8 people for a proper sit-down dinner. And talking about sit-down dinner, obviously boat is something that you want to make sure that you can enjoy for as long as you can. This boat being in the Mediterranean, the season may not be the same like it is in Florida, where you can boat 360 days a year. So what they have done actually is they have this zipper, so they can enclose up this whole aft deck, making sure that it stays warm over here. And talking about the warmth, what they have also done is they have these heating pads at the top, which act as like a radiators, which you can turn on. And this whole area over here, maybe we can't say that it becomes a sauna, but a proper infrared sauna, making sure that you stay warm even during the colder days. Now, on top of the heater, to make sure that you're staying entertained while you're staying warm, you also have speakers all around the top, as well as subwoofers So you can have a proper party over here, even during the winter time. So on both sides, on your port side and starboard side, you have a winch to help you with the mooring, as well as nice cleats and a nice track to get the lines in from. And while I'm looking at this boat, even though it's 2021 and it's not a brand new boat, but it does look as if it is brand new. And oftentimes, especially with these kind of super yachts and mega yachts, the age itself is just a number. Now, talking about age, to keep you young, you can enjoy the water toys all the way on the aft deck. And what's unique about it is, well, number one, you have very nice sun umbrellas at the top of you to give you plenty of shade. But what you also have is obviously a tender here, which you can use to hop islands. And what's great is this whole swim platform in the back is hydraulic. So it goes all the way down, making getting in and out of the boat super simple. And of course, you can see all these toys over here to keep you and your guests happy and enjoy the time on the water. Now, it's not often that I like to point out the engine room, but as I open this Swiss bank vault door, you'll be able to see inside you have two MTU engines, MTU being a Rolls-Royce engine. This boat gets up to speeds of 27 knots. You're cruising around 23 knots. And while the engines are great and, you know, getting performance and having performance is important, what I wanted to mention is the sound insulation. The owner of this boat wanted to make sure that this boat is as quiet as possible, which is why they have made special sound insulation boxes around the generators and put them on special mounts to make sure that the boat is as quiet as possible while the owner or the guests are sleeping on board. Now, as I walk up, obviously on both sides, you also have proper gates. So if you want to make sure that nobody goes to the aft deck while on the go, you can easily close this whole space up. Now, it's time to take a look at the Flybridge. Now, before we go there, I do want to say that you have a nice long passerelle that actually comes into the boat, so making the coming on and off the boat very simple. And talking about coming on and off the boat, you also have on the port side and the starboard a proper gates which make disembarking the boat very simple, especially when you have side mooring. So now you put your stairs over here and these extend to the dock so you can easily get on and off the boat. Now it's time to check out the Flybridge. Now as I walk up to the Flybridge, you have nice handrails on both sides. I don't want to grab onto them because they are so perfectly polished that any speck of dust or any fingerprint would just ruin the perfection of this boat. So for that reason, I will make sure that I don't touch anything that I don't have to. What I do have to do is show you the massive space on this Flybridge. I mean, look at this. I mean, I'm like 8 miles away from you. This obviously you can configure whichever way you like. You can put, if you want to put a yoga area over here, you can easily do that. And what you can do also is use this crane to put any of the jet skis that you may want on this boat and store them all the way on the aft deck on the Flybridge. So even with all this space for your water toys and for your yoga center, what you also have is a proper dining area where you can sit 6 people just around the L-shaped settee, as well as add extra director's chairs around the table, as well as having a love seat with nice coffee tables or side tables on both sides. And from the love seat area, transitioning straight into the helm station. But not to mention, you also have a nice canvas bimini right at the top of you. So if you do want extra shade, you can easily have that. And at the helm station, I mean, you have a fantastic view out. And this being the steering wheel being right in the middle of 2 seats, the captain can really choose if they like to drive with the right hand, or maybe they like to drive with the left hand. So you can really choose either you're lefty or righty, because this boat has both options. Talking about options, you also have a way to configure your Raymarine monitors over here, whichever data that you may want. Obviously your bow and your stern thrusters, your Raymarine autopilot controls, as well as your engine monitoring systems, your alarms off, on, your searchlight control unit, everything is nicely and easily accessible for the captain. And of course, a nice cup holder so they can keep all their non-alcoholic drinks over here while they're driving the boat. Now, driving the boat, talking about it, what you can do as a guest, you can also lounge over here as the captain is driving the boat and see the view out. I mean, this here is the spot to look at the bow of this boat. Absolutely amazing. Now, to keep the party going, you also have a proper galley or a bar, however you want to call it, on your starboard side on the Flybridge. You have a sink, so you can easily rinse down your hands or anything you may want. I love this system, how you can just push it and this closes down. And if you lift it up, the spring keeps this thing up. How simple a system is that? Boom, just like this. Now, right underneath, more storage and 2 fridge drawers. So you can keep all your drinks cool while you're on the way or in anchor. And of course, to cool them down even more, you have an ice maker right at your hand's reach. Once you're ready to transition in, what you do is you just push a button and voila, these doors open automatically, making the entrance super simple. And what I did right now is I pushed the button, but it actually has a sensor, so you can easily have them work automatically whenever you walk around. Now, oftentimes what happens is a designer designs just the exterior boat, which I mentioned is Guido Groot, but Guido also designed the interior of this boat, which is something that you don't often see. Talking about the interior, obviously first, once you walk in, you have a vast amount of space here to enjoy. You have nice lounge areas, nice French oak style wood. Everything is very light wood, making this place feel super bright. Big windows on both sides, as well as shades, which you can easily put down, giving you plenty of privacy. Talk about privacy, what you can also do is, once you close the side or the back doors, you also have an ability to put all these shades down. So once you are at the dock now, like we are right now, and maybe you don't want people to see into the main saloon, you can easily put these blackouts down and keeping the unwanted eyeballs off your boat. As I mentioned, this being a 27-meter mega yacht, it is 88 feet for all our American watchers, which means it is significantly larger how it feels once you walk into the boat. Talking about larger, you have a large TV that extends up all the way. And what's unique about this boat that you don't see is all the interior floors are actually heated. So underneath this flooring is the coils, which is very typical for Dutch boats and a lot of Europeans at homes. You have these coils underneath the floors where the hot water goes through, making sure that as you walk around on the boat, the floor is always warm. As we walk to the helm station now, I want to point out that this boat has so many different areas where you can keep all your nitty-gritty at. All these walls are filled with storages, as well as storages all the way in the back, which we just showed you, and a very nice cabby over here to keep all your things at. Nice way to utilize the stair, and I love how the light bounces in from here, making this whole area feel super bright. And what it also makes it feel is bright for the crew who's driving this boat, because it's not often where we see the crew helm station open like this. It's a very inviting place even for the owners if they want to come in and enjoy the ride and see how it's being done. What you can also do is you can use this walkway and these stairs to access the Flybridge, which we showed you earlier. As we step to the helm station now, I want to say you have about 6 feet, but once you get closer towards the bow, plenty of space, very nice helm seat over here, Recaro helm seat. So if you know anything about race cars, then Recaro is a company that provides racing car seats for those cars. Nice, I mean proper footstep, so you can. Oh my God! I mean, what's the lazy couch? Lazy Joe? lazy boy. That's what it is. This feels literally like a lazy boy. The helm station at the top is fantastic. I mean, it's a great view out. If I would be a captain of this boat, I would just sit here, and I would sit here at all times. Even if you're not driving, I would still be sitting here because it's that comfortable. One of the top 3 helm seats that we've sat in. And here's a B-roll of the helm seats that we've sat in. Talking about helm seats, also obviously 3 big screens, so you can manage all your systems. Everything is redundant. All your joysticks, even the night vision over here, easy access to that. Autopilot, your throttle controls, stern thruster, bow thruster, everything is at your fingertips. Talking about the fingertips, if you're looking to buy your next yacht, then use yachtway.com, because it is the world's most modern yacht listing website, making the buying process as fun and as simple as possible anywhere in the world. And we have boats like this and boats like these listed on our website. Now, talking about the helm seat, like I mentioned, it's very comfortable. What you can also do with it is you can adjust, if you want to have it higher or lower, whichever way you may like. But what you can also do is oftentimes captains like to drive the boat while they're standing up because they want to have an easy access to everything. And the chair might be a nuisance for them, which is why this chair is on the tracks and you can just push it away, and now it gives the captain ability to walk around and walk in front of the steering wheel without having any obstructions behind them. Now, that being said, you should subscribe to YachtWay YouTube channel, because there is no other yachting platform or a channel that shows you as many details on a boat as YachtWay. So hit the subscribe button down below. Now, as I mentioned, this being a very bright area and very inviting for the crew, this is a great place even for the owners and for the guests to come and enjoy the ride, because they have a very nice seating area here. I mean, beautiful table, super comfortable seating, so much natural light that comes in from 180 degrees. What you can also do is you can open this whole table up, making it double the size as it is right now, and you can enjoy either a view ahead or just see to the both sides. I mean, this is a fantastic place. And while I sit over here, it is so quiet. Like, there's so many people outside talking, and there's music playing outside, all the lines are squeaking in the back. It's like a library. No, actually, you know what? I'll take that back. Library is louder than this boat. As we're coming out from the helm station now, we're going to the galley. But before we head to the galley, you also have a side boarding door. So now, if you want to have an easy access to the bow without going all the way from the back, you can easily step out from here and easily close it from here as well. And this being a watertight door, this is very late for watertight door. That's cool. Anyhow, so now we're transitioning into the galley area and a crew mess. But before that, you also have a day head. So all the way now on your starboard side towards the bow, you have a day head. You have a sink on your right-hand side, as well as mirrors, so you can make sure you can take a look at yourself, and a toilet with a shade. So if you want, you can let plenty of natural light in, and for added privacy, you can close the shades, making sure nobody sees you while you're looking for privacy. Entering the galley area now, and what's great is you have this pocket door, so easy way to close this whole area up, and to lock it up, you just use this latch here so the door is not going to slide in and out. Once you get to the galley area now, again, I mean, so spacious. You have a proper Miele coffee machine. Right below that is a fridge number 1. We'll come back to the additional one. Cooked up, proper cooked up, Miele cooked up once again. You have a range at the top with the lighting, easy access to all your AC and your lighting system right here, as well as ice maker, sink. This is obviously, you can move this around whichever way you like. I like this is magnetic, so it stays in place when not in use. Now, as we keep walking, you have not one, but you have 2 ovens. So if you want to do some proper cooking, you can do over here, maybe Christmas meals or holiday meals, whatever you may need. This boat has the galley to back it up. Once you're done with all your meals, you have a proper Miele washer for all your dishes. So you have a second fridge, which I mentioned earlier, right on your port side. And this is where you have now natural light coming in, making this space really feel spacious. And talking about space, you have plenty of space all the way in the back here, giving you a washer dryer as separate units, easy access to your systems, electronics in the back, and also a place to grab your vacuum machine whenever that is needed. Right in front of the galley now, all the way to the bow, is where the crew rest area is, as well as crew cabins. You have a nice seating area here for the crew, a lot of natural light that comes in, and I like this table. You can make it smaller when not in use, and when you do want to extend it, now it's significantly larger. Also having a crew fridge over here, as well as 2 Raymarine monitors so they can monitor all the systems and check all the cameras, etc., as well as having a TV to watch their favorite shows. So from the galley area now, and right between the galley and the helm station, is where you have a staircase down, which leads you to the cabins. We're starting our tour with an owner's cabin. Now, before we even go to owner's cabin, as you're heading down, you have this very nice marble piece, making it feel like a grand entrance to the sleeping quarters. Nice LED track around, and obviously same French oak style wood everywhere around the walls. And once you get down, you have 2 guest cabins, which we'll come back to on both sides. But all the way in the aft now, you have a full beam owner's cabin with a proper king size bed. This might be one of the largest bed that I've seen in a boat this size. Nice windows on both sides. Obviously, you have a blackout curtains giving you plenty of shade, and a nice leather-like texture on the both sides as well as in the ceiling. Nice wood finish, very comfortable carpet, nice nightstands on both sides, reading lamps, and obviously a TV which you can use to enjoy your favorite shows. What's neat is you have full-size mirror and a door to a walk-in closet. Once you are in a walk-in closet now, you have mirrors on both sides, making this space feel very spacious and an easy way to turn on and off your lights. Simple switch, but simple works. You have a safe, so you keep all your valuables at, and I like that they have used every nook and cranny to make sure you have place for your items to store away everywhere. Headspace, not a problem anywhere you walk on this boat. I'm 6'1", plenty of space above my head. Talking about space, you also have a space for your office work if you need to do any additional work. I mean, this is a proper comfortable chair. You can come here, have a meeting, a nice table to have a Zoom meeting on. And for ladies to get ready, they also have a very nice large size mirror to make sure that they get ready. Nice storage bin here. And what I like is these hinges are squared out. I have never seen this. Usually these hinges are around these typical off-the-shelf ones, but these match with all the hardware, even the lighting right next to it. This is neat. Plenty of storage on both sides, and this chair, you just move it back, just like this. Now, we got to get to the head. Once again, I mean, plenty of space above your head. You have a shade, so you can let natural light in, if you like. Just like this. Yeah. Voila. And if you want, you can open the porthole. This being a very large porthole, actually. Plenty of natural light and natural air that can come in. Proper size sink with a mirror right in front of you once again. Teak finish, teak flooring in the whole head. Feels comfortable. And you walk in to a proper shower. This is a huge shower. You have a rain shower right above you. Stone finish, back wall, very nice. Hand wand, so If you want to rinse yourself down, you can do that. Put this back, and a place to keep all your shampoos, etc. stored away. In this boat, you know, you can smell the fresh teak in the bathroom. That's a smell. Nice. And talking about nice, you also have obviously a heating rack for your towels, making sure they're being dried out when not in use. And next to your bed, you also have a nice seating area. So if you want to come here, lounge and take a break and look at the bed before you head to the bed, you can do that. Comfortable place. You might even want to sleep here. To make a decision which place you want to sleep, contact Eastwind through YachtWay, and they would be happy to show you this boat, so you also can test out either you want to sleep here or there. You have two guest cabins now, one being to your port side, one being to your starboard side. The one on the port side has two bunk beds, has a dry head inside, so even the guest in the smallest guest room has its own dry head. Plenty of space to keep the items stored at, and it also has its very own TV, which the guests can use. On your starboard side, you have an additional guest cabin. Again, plenty of headspace, look at that, above my head. I love this finish, very, very nice finish for the walls, as well as matching with the wood itself around. You have speakers at the top, so when you're watching a TV, which is right behind the camera, you have oversized twins. These are not twin size, this is bigger than twin size beds, very comfortable. And of course, you have your own walk-in shower, separate dry head. Very, very cool. Huh? Now, before we head to the VIP all the way to the bow, I want to point out something with these stairs. Oftentimes, especially if you do charters, oftentimes these kind of size boats are used for charters, and what happens is people come for a week and they don't have anywhere to store their luggage at, and luggage takes a lot of space. So for that, they've utilized the space underneath the stairs, and you can see right now it also has luggage inside to demonstrate to you how it can be stored away and out of the sight while you're enjoying the boat, rather than looking at your luggage in the closet. So from the stairway now, if you take a right turn all the way to the bow, you have a VIP cabin. Love the walk around, the bed, plenty of headspace once again, nightstand on both sides, plenty of storage on both sides, nice windows, so gives you plenty of natural light, as well as you can open them up, so if you want to get a fresh air in, you can. And of course, a walk-in closet, even for the guest cabin. This being right now used for storage and keeping all your life jackets in. But I mean, plenty big size closet for the guests and for the VIP. And talking about VIP, you also have a sliding door, so you can easily store this door away and use the same exact latch actually like you have for the Galley. So when you're on the way, this door is not going to slide in and out. Talking about in and out, I mean, look at this huge head and a walk-in shower with a rain shower actually, and a nice bench. Look at this, is enormous bench. Wow. Nice cubby here, so you can keep all your shampoos, water faucet control, and a handheld shower as well. This was a full thorough walkthrough of the Vandervalk 27 meter or 88 feet vessel named Helga. If you're looking to buy this boat or hundreds of other boats, then visit yachtway.com. It is the world's most modern yacht listing website, making the yacht purchasing as fun and as enjoyable as the boating itself. As always, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more YachtWay, then hit the subscribe button down below. And if you have any comments, suggestions, or special boats that you would like to see, leave them in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.